Beautiful crowd. Those are my single ladies. If you like an Italian with a nice set of teeth and a 5th grade education, I'm your pick. It's good to be home. I grew up in South Philly. I lived with my mother until I was 28 years old. Don't look at me like that, pal. You don't like Italian food? My father, he loves Italian food. He's lived with my mother 34 years. And trust me, it's not because of the sex. I used to hear their pillow talk at night. Come on, baby, one more time. How many times do I have to tell you? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not cooking lasagna. I actually became a comedian because my father is the funniest guy I know. Actually, somebody just recently said to him, "Hey, tell us one of your son's jokes." He said, "A joke? How about my son, 28 years old, still lives in my goddamn house?" How's that for a joke? Took my father 28 years to throw me a party. He threw me a surprise going away party. It was a huge surprise. I didn't even know I was going away. Oh man, you have to see this cake he baked me. It said, "Get the fuck out." Wasn't meant to be that funny, come on. And my dad just asked me recently, he's like, "Steve, I gotta ask you a question, why comedy?" I'm like, "Dad, listen, some people do it for fame, money, women. I do it because I like to make strangers feel good." He said that's the gayest thing he's ever heard me say. No, even his buddy Richie, who's gay, was like, "Steve, that's really gay." And I can't talk to him about advice about women, you know, being single at my age, you know, and I tried. I told him recently I was dating this girl, educated, homeowner, has a career, everything that I need to better myself. The only problem was, it's a late show, I could say this. We got in the bedroom for the first time. She lifted up my stuff and licked my rear end. This guy just said he's a bitch. Look, listen. I just don't know how that works, you know? I didn't sign up for that club. No, really, how does it work? You lick mine, I gotta lick yours? Like, I didn't sign up for this. So I asked my dad, I'm like, "Dad, she's perfect, but what do I do now?" He's like, he hangs up with me, he calls me back in 10 minutes. He says, "Steve, I got the perfect solution. Give her my phone number." Whack job. My dad's a kook. He's like one of them Philadelphia Eagle fans. Philadelphia Eagle fans in the building? One of them fans you see on YouTube breaking shit. No, honest to God, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, yeah, Nick Foles caught that touchdown in the end zone, my father threw one of my relatives down a flight of steps to celebrate. And I don't know how my mom deals with it. I can't wrap my head around it. And she's starting to get on me too. By now she thought I'd be married to the woman of my dreams. Little does my mother know, the women of my dreams are the reason why our computer was always crashing when I lived at home. It's a hell of a show, hell of a crowd, yeah. I mean, I've been doing comedy for a decade, but right now I feel like I made it. Look at this. I'm performing in a row home in the middle of July. It might not be a good career choice. Obviously, you could hear a very heavy South Philly accent, right, guys? You can hear that. Yeah. Well, South Philly people, we don't speak bilingual. We speak barely lingual. And like, if you were to heckle me while I'm up here, we don't say that you're disrespecting me, you're being rude. In my neighborhood, if you did something disrespectful to me, I'd say you're jerking me off. You don't want to say that in Kentucky. You did something totally different. I was performing at a premier club in Chicago, auditioning for an agent that manages Tim Allen, Dane Cook, all stars, all right? I'm up there, I'm doing my best 5 minutes. A guy in the front row with his lady, like you, sir, starts heckling me. I forgot my jokes. Crickets. I go to the back, the owner of the club comes up to me. He goes, Steve, what happened out there? You were doing terrific. I said, everything was great, until that guy jerked me off in front of all those people. Now I'm performing in an amateur competition in the middle of July. This is, guys, I'm Steve. Thank you very much. Have a good night.